Welcome to Soccer Gaming and welcome to the channel where you will learn some tips and tricks as well as guides and tutorials on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. As always, content will help you become a better Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and in today's episode we are going to go over the top 10 weapons at launch. This is before any tweaks are made or anything. I want to just go over the top 10 weapons that you should be using before everything gets nerfed or buffed or whatever. These are the top 10. So if you'd like to watch that, stick around. So I don't think anybody can argue that the best gun, especially early on, is going to be the M4. You start with it, you get some extra stuff with it, and so you could basically just jump into the game and already have an already built up gun with the M4. And the M4 is pretty good. You see all the gunsmith stuff that you get with it right away, and you can kind of just build it however you want to. But as far as the gun itself, it's pretty high in damage and fire rate. It's got pretty decent range, accuracy, and recoil, and it's just a great gun to start off with. So that is why I am making it the number one, is because you get it at the beginning and it works basically close, mid, and long range. The next gun I'm putting in, I'm just going over the assault rifle first. None of these are in like an order, like, oh, number one is M4. This is the gun you should use the most. It's mostly going through like I'll go through the assault rifles and then we'll keep going down through the SMGs, all that good stuff. So the second one I'm telling you to get is the TAC 56. As you can see, I've already maxed it out for 20 of 20. This gun is just a killer, and it just seems to do a really good job in pretty much any battles. It has easy recoil control. It also has mobility as a rifle, so you can run around with this thing and use it kind of like an SMG. You could definitely get the kills of close range, mid range, and it even goes long range, as you can tell by the damage and range on it. So not only is this a great assault rifle, it is actually a really good SMG if you want to use it that way as well. You can run around with it with iron sights. The iron sights are beautiful on this gun, so it's pretty easy to pick up the kills even with iron sights. And then the next one is, I have not unlocked it, but I have played with it. Obviously, you can see I'm level 2 of 21 on it. I have played with it, and this gun is great, and I'm getting really close to actually unlocking it with the Cast-Off 545. But if you have this gun, it is definitely one of the better guns, and it's a really good gun up close and medium. It does take care of the range as well, but as you can see there on the recoil control, if you could get that up, this gun is just spectacular. This is the same gun as the AK-74U in previous Call of Duty games. I would say it's probably the most mobile rifle you can use, as far as a lot of people are just running around with this like an SMG and just beaming people, because it does pack a punch. It has such a high range fire rate with the damage on it. I mean, this thing just it packs a punch. This thing hurts when people shoot you with it, and again, you can use it up close and personal without any drop off or anything as far as damage or fire rate or range even goes, for that matter. The next one is going to be the Cast-Off 762. This one is really good control gun. You can use it medium, short range, medium, and long range, and this gun's actually really good. It actually packs more of a punch than the M4, but I would say the M4 is probably superior just because you start with the attachments. But if you can get attachments with the Cast-Off 762, this is definitely a gun that you should be using in your arsenal. You see the recoil control is a little low on this gun, but honestly, running around with it, you don't really even notice, and definitely a easy to control gun in 7.62 if you're running close up and quarter combat. The next one is, I've talked about it before, and is the SPR 208. And I am guessing this gun is going to get nerfed, but before it does, make sure you take full advantage of it. Make sure you try to get this leveled all the way up to 16. Right now, it does incredible damage. Like, it's usually a one-shot kill if it's a chest or a headshot. It's usually one-shot kill, and it's from a pretty decent range. I mean, you can get some pretty decent range shots with this gun, and it is a marksman rifle, so it's a little slower than other rifles, but it definitely takes care of business. And if you're using controller or whatever with the aim assist on it, you could definitely run this up close and personal with iron sights. It's what I do. It just packs a punch with the damage, and you can kind of use it as a shotgun if you really need to, and if you're really good with controller or even PC. If you're really good and don't need the aim assist, you can almost use this as a shotgun in your arsenal. Here we go on to the next one, and this one is a battle rifle. Is the TAC V. It's basically a BR that can go fully auto, and it's pretty much like a SCAR. If you like the SCAR from previous games, then this is definitely a gun that you want to use. It is basically the SCAR, except you start off with a battle rifle, so it starts out with semi-auto, but you can switch it to full auto and get that SCAR fill. But do keep in mind this only has 20 rounds, but it does make up for it with the damage, the accuracy, and the range. So this is a very, very good gun. You could almost run it at like an assault rifle. You actually could if you wanted to, and you could just make it fully auto, but you have to make sure you put more rounds in it. Make sure you add a larger magazine to it, and you will be good to go. The next gun I'm telling you that is overpowered at launch is going to be the FENNEC 45. You see a lot of people running around with it, and it honestly, the damage on it is not very good, but the fire rate is so high. You can put so many rounds downrange that if you're up close and personal with this thing just absolutely obliterates people. I mean, it literally just outlines their body. The mobility, the handling, everything, the recoil control, all of it is really, really good. The accuracy and range is kind of low on it, so you have to kind of pay attention to that, but the fire rate is so high. I mean, obviously that's why the accuracy and range goes down on it. Also, same thing with damage, but again, if you get up close with personal with this FENNEC absolutely destroys people because it shoots so fast. But keep in mind, there's not a lot of ammo with it, so make sure you're trying to get bigger mags on this as well. The 30 rounds, yeah, it seems like a lot of ammo, but it might take you 10 to 15 bullets to kill one person, so you're looking at about 2 kills per mag, which is kind of low when it comes to any gun, even the SMG. But the FENNEC shoots so fast that it's hard to pass up. You just see how it shreds people very quickly. The next gun I'm going to go over is another SMG, and that is the LACHMANN sub. I recently started picking this up and trying to use it, and I don't mind it. I think it's actually a pretty good gun as far as SMG goes. The damage you see drop off, but you see the high fire rate, you see the recoil control, you see the mobility, you see the handling. So this is definitely a gun SMG style if you're up close and personal. For sure a gun that you want to try out because it really feels like the MP5. I believe it even has the iron sights of the MP5, and you can get pretty good kills with how quickly this kills people. But same thing with like the FENNEC. I mean, it shoots really, really fast. It's the MP5 from earlier games, so it's definitely a gun that you want to try and pick up, and who knows, it could become meta pretty soon. The next gun is kind of out of the ordinary. It's not really a normal gun that I use LMGs, but it is a gun that packs a punch. I have a couple of friends that use LMGs, and the RAL is their favorite. It just really, really hits hard with the damage, and the recoil control is so good. 75 rounds. I mean, you could just sit there and just beam people over and over and over again, and I don't feel like their range suffers at all with this gun, and it's just kind of really easy to use. Once you could get it unlocked and once you could put it in your arsenal, add some things with it, and yeah, I mean, it just takes over control with the damage being so high, recoil control being so high, the accuracy being so high, and you have a 75 round clip in there, so you could kind of just put bullets down range. And don't feel like I forgot one. This is the number 10th, and we are going to throw in a pistol. And the pistol we're going to talk about is the P890 pistol. It is basically a 2-shot kill currently, and if you look at the damage on it, it really shouldn't be. But for some reason, if you get 2 chest shots with this, it is a kill. So you start with it early on. As you can see, it's pretty much the only pistol I use beside the BASILISK, but that's probably going to be another gun I tell you about. But the P890, it is a very, very good gun to use as your secondary on the handguns. I highly suggest you use it if you're starting early on because, again, it's a 2-shot kill. I think they tweaked this, and when they come in to make gun changes and everything, I think it's no longer a 2-shot pistol. And I've honestly noticed it from pretty much any distance. So even if you got a guy right up next to you compared to a guy that's 150 meters away, it seems to still be a 2-shot pistol. So definitely give it a try if you're needing a pistol in your arsenal. because I'm sure it will get nerfed sometime soon. And then the last one I'm going to talk about as well is kind of just an extra one, and it's the Basilisk. If you're not wanting to use the P890, then the Basilisk is kind of where you should go. It is a one-shot kill if it's a headshot most of the time, and usually it's like 2 shots in the chest as well, kind of like the P890. And if you a lot of people are getting this and getting akimbos for it, and once you get the akimbos for it, it's pretty much over. I mean, the gun is just so good already with what it has, but you add akimbos with this as well, and it just gets basically unstoppable. It's basically like having a shotgun in your pocket. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment down below. Let me know some guns that you think are top 10 at launch. If you really are enjoying a gun, make sure you comment them down below. And because I just like knowing what other people like to use. I'm not saying these are the best top 10 guns. I'm saying that these are the best that I like, that I think are good, and giving you guys suggestions on what you should use. So if you guys have any suggestions, comment them down below. I read every single comment on every single video, so I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, feel free to hit that red subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Slacker out.